Well, hi guys, welcome to the session. My name's Paul, this is Plan Zed. Hopefully it finds you very well. Today we're going to be diving into the first of the 10 Reverb deep dives, which is the first one will be the Terra. In the introduction video, which I did maybe a couple of weeks ago, I've moved home since then, so I've been a bit sore and it's still a bit chaotic around me, but I've managed to start setting up the gear and can get back into doing some videos. So today we've got the 5 templates you might remember from the last video that I dialed in using a hall reverb. I copied them, saved them as Terra. So we've got version 1, version 2. The only thing that's changing really is the tone. Now here I've got the feedback in a different place for where the expression switch is. Okay, now let's get into a patch. We'll start off with the version 1. Now in all the patches, everything before this divide here is the same. So it's the same amp, same EQ, same everything. I split the signal and my main outs go out at line level to 2 notes cab M. Now I have my sub outs leveled with my main outs, which I'll be doing a separate video on that. I covered it in the very first video I put up, I think, called Templates, where I show you that I've leveled these and what you need to do for that. If I haven't, let me know in the comments and I'll do one. But here we've got the sub outs where I've got a Vox cab at the moment, the 212.4 using the Blend B. We've got the stereo link on, by the way. Now here I've got a stereo compressor, just gluing things together, and then I've got a divide and some effects dotted around, and in each of the patches we've got different effects that I'm applying to the reverbs. Now here in our Tera Echo we've actually got 3 modes we can work in. So we've got mono. And I find with the mono you're probably going to want to turn your level up a bit. We've got stereo 1 where it will kick out signal to the right channel if you're in headphones or listening on a speaker, or you only hear it on the right. And then you've got full stereo. Now here in this patch, when I've got the expression pedal of the GT1000 all the way back, so heel all the way back, I've got the spread time here at 7, which is giving quite a nice space around me. Let me just adjust the level here. Yeah. So it's not too loud. Okay, now our feedback here, I just want to show you a couple of things. When we increase our spread time, if I max that out, gets a little crazy there. Now what we can do, in this patch we've got the tone in the middle, none of the direct mix coming through. We do have a hold function here, so if we assign a trigger here, we can hold what it's doing behind us and play through it, but we don't have another reverb in here, so I'll want to set up some delays to take over that role. But for the moment I do have an HXeffects set up for a wet dry with my where are we, with 2 notes cab M. I take a line out there, so I'm running parallel wets, so I can add more verb. off HXeffects. So I quite like that with the feedback cranked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my signs where I've got that cranked. So I'm just going to come in here and look for the spread time. So here I've got ampersines because I've got different gain stages set up. Here we've got the pre-delay. I'll show you what that's all about in a moment. In fact, I don't think we have pre-delay on a Tera Echo, do we? So maybe that's a button there. When I do my change, I need to look at in the Terra Echo patches. Spread time. Let's crank that to 100. Okay, so now when my spread time is back at 7, I'm getting this kind of room. And if I increase the foot switch, it changes the dynamic of it. Let's just now try sticking a distortion on that. So we've got dividers opened up here, and on one side we've got a distortion block where I've got a 60s fuzz. There are the settings. None of the dry mix. Let's engage a tremolo. Scroll through the settings for you. Okay, so the tremolo's on, and when I trigger here, take that trigger off. I've got no dry mix. Let's take that distortion off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save that little patch there for the moment, and we're going to look at this one. Now in here, I've pulled the tone back. Just want to see if I want to max this one out as well. Let's stick on some effects. Here we've got a ring modulation. Okay, so I am. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and make that 100 again. So my feedback there on the Terra Echo is going to give me a... It's a crazy effect. Let's stick a classic vibe on that this time. So I've put a classic vibe here. Now I can, if I want, solo the channel. Going to save that patch as it is, but let's just take that effect off. Let's go into the third version, where what will be different will be the tone. Whilst we're in this one, I'm going to show you another little thing with the Terra Echo. So what we're going to do is we're going to let's make that spread time go to the max again. But this time, what I want to show you is, let's go back to the... so at the moment we've got this at 7, okay? I'm going to increase this. So the feedback here is on 97 now. Just tipped it to 98. So I think what I'm going to try in this patch, I'm going to try a little experiment where I have maybe, I want to go the feedback here at 97. So let's just have a little look, see what free signs I can free up. Now, we noticed earlier I've got a direct, what was it? Reverb pre-delay. So let's change this to feedback. So here you've got separate Terra Echo. I thought feedback was in the, but it's not. It's time in the other ones, isn't it? So here I'm going to go feedback, select that for the Terra Echo, and then have this go. Yeah, it's 97 I want, isn't it? So let's go 97 to 98, and I want that to happen on control 1. But I've also got a divider. Hang on a second. we've got a divider happening on there as well. So I think what happens is it solos the channel. And I don't want it in this patch to solo the channel. So I think I might have put that in the control functions here, maybe. No, that's off. So what I want to do now is go back into my signs, look for, there you go, div mode. I'm going to turn that off. Now that's quite loud and intense here. What I want to watch here is what happens with that level. So what happens now if I try doing that same stunt? Let's pull this spread time back. Do it again. Okay, so just as a simple effect, just moving that by 1 cent between 97 and 98 is very powerful. I'm definitely going to use this. Now, what other effects did I put into this patch? We've got CE1 chorus. Now, this is adding actually some preamp here with the gain cranked but the level pulled back. We're running in stereo. Let's stick on some classic vibe with that. So actually, if I was to solo that channel, it could make quite a nice sound effect. I could kind of get that riding like a synth through some beats. Let's just save this patch as it is. Quite like that, but I maybe want to rename. This one's got the swell. I'm going to call that a swell. Yeah, just make a decision, Paul. Okay, I threw myself there because they're all version 1, 2, 3, and when I'm constantly looking at that to keep my place, and I'm going to land there and go, oh shit, and then need to remember to look here. Excuse my language. Could just mess that up. Keep messing it up. nice. Okay, so let's go to this one here, so the fourth one. What we got going on in here, Paul? What are we going to do? We're at 25, so let's hear what this sounds like. Oh, that's right. This one I took right the way back to 1. Increasing the expression foot switch gradually. Yeah, that's actually quite cool as it is. Going to increase that to the max. Now I've put a slow gear here and I've cranked it so it's kind of choking it. I'm going to solo that. So I took a loop there. Let's turn the effects off. Save our patch. Cool. Let's go to the fifth one. Crazy sounds. So let's get into this fifth one. What have we got going on here? Let's just get that loop to disengage. Now here we'll have the same situation again, but we've got our tone cranked. And I might just have that go up to 97 on the feedback there. So Go down to the Tera Echo, select the feedback. Now I'm going to go to 90, I think I went 95. Did I go? Yeah, 95 on this one, but have it go to 98 so we start to feed back. But in this one, pull this feedback back. Oh, it's spread time, isn't it? I want. I like how you can swell with that there, doing that little trick with the feedback. Let's pull that right back. Sorry, that was the other loop. the telly quickly. Crazy, sounds great here. I'm not even playing, I'm just listening. Solo that. Taking a loop. Gonna go to the dual reverb where I've got a plate with a hall. I'm going to end that there. That's been quite a long video, and we're getting cracking. That's part one, where we're covering the Terra Echo there. It can do quite a few different things, and in my other GT1000, on my other channel, I've covered using Tera Echo in a few other synthy type ways, and we'll be getting back to that when I get my GT1000 back. I'll catch you later. Hopefully you enjoyed that session. And if you did, give it a little thumbs up. Go on, give me a little like if you found it useful. You're probably not even here. It's been a long video. Go and get a cup of tea, put your feet up. See you later. Bye.